What would happen if the Boston Celtics did not win the championship this season? With players like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown making the All-Star this year, and a supporting cast of Derek White, Jrue Holiday, and Kristaps Porzingis, they are easily not only the #1 team in the regular season, they're on a roll right now in the playoffs. What would happen in June if this super team didn't raise the Larry O'Brien trophy? See, the Celtics haven't won the finals since 2008 with the legendary Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett on the squad, and it's been a long 16 years for Celtics Nation. They've obviously been through ups and downs, with bad years, up years, and everything in between. The Celtics have gone through multiple rebuilds and have finally assembled what many believe to be the perfect roster. With stars like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and key additions like Derek White, Jrue Holiday, and Kristaps Porzingis, this team was built to win it all. But what if this team, with its talents and potential, still can't get it done? Let's talk about the potential fallout of the Boston Celtics. First up, let's talk about their star, Jason Tatum. Tatum has been the face of the franchise and one of the best young players in the league since 2017. But if the Celtics fall short again, he might not be so big on signing that max extension. I mean, could you imagine Tatum asking for a trade or signing elsewhere? It'd be heartbreaking for all of Boston, but is it really out of the realm of possibility if the Celtics can't get it done with this team? But see, if Tatum leaves, I know nobody's trading for that Jaylen Brown contract, so he's gonna have to step up and be the #1 player on this team. Brown has shown he can be a star on his own, but leading a team without Tatum's support would be a huge challenge. Brown would need to step up in multiple ways because carrying an NBA team on its own is completely different than being the #2 option on a team. Now, do not get me wrong, Jaylen Brown is the highest paid NBA player of all time, has multiple All-Stars and multiple Eastern Conference Finals appearances and a Finals appearance. And also, you guys liked the last video. If you like this one, please leave a like and subscribe down below. All right, we talked about Jason Tatum, we talked about Jaylen Brown. Let's go to the supporting cast that's really gluing this team together. We're starting off with the bald man himself, Derek White. Derek White has been a crucial part of this team's success, but a finals loss could push him to seek opportunities elsewhere. I could see him being a 2, maybe a #1 option on a lower level team. But do not get me wrong, I think Derek White in this market gets at least $30 million. Think about it, if Miles Turner can get $30 million, Derek White can get $30 million. I could see a team like, I don't know, the Lakers, the Clippers, someone who needs this glue guy to really step in and be that #2, #3 option, throwing him an absolute bag. Derek White is not under contract for many more years, so it's kind of up in the air of where he's gonna go. Let's stick with the veteran guard play and go to Jrue Holiday, who just signed an absolute bag. 4 years, I think it was like $180, $170 million. Now, Jrue Holiday is getting up there in age. The age is on the screen right there. And by the end of this 4 years, he'll be that old. That's kind of crazy for someone making $40 million. But I mean, he's bound to stay along. He'll probably retire in Boston. Maybe he plays out the 4 years, maybe he doesn't, but he's going to retire a Boston Celtic unless he gets traded, booted, I don't even know. We'll see. Again, this is all hypothetical. I'm playing devil's advocate here, so play along at home. Let's go to the bigs. I'm starting with Al Horford. There's no way, and I mean 0 chance, that Al Horford returns next season if they don't bring a ring. The man is getting up there in age. I don't know how old he is or how much longer he has on his contract, but I know that if he wants to call it quits, he's gonna call it quits with a ring. They need to win this year. If they don't, he's gone. Before I go over my most controversial take, let's go over the smaller glue guys, really the bench guys, 6, 7, 8 men. Starting with Peyton Pritchard, he signed a deal, he's already in Boston. But I could also see him being traded in a package if they even want to upgrade even more, if all their guys stay, but that's just too much to think about right now. Another player to think about is Sam Hauser. He's been the key 3-point shooter for this Boston Celtics team. I cannot see Boston giving this guy away. He's just a very crucial point to their offense, but again, not out of the realm of possibility. Finally, it's time to talk about Kristaps Porzingis. Now, I'm recording this on Game 5 of the Boston Celtics Cleveland Cavaliers series, so I don't know if they're actually going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm guessing we're up 3-1 and Donovan Mitchell isn't playing tonight. So hopefully we get there without Kristaps. But I'm hoping that next series in the Eastern Conference Finals, Kristaps returns. Returns from what, you say? His calf injury. See, Kristaps' injury history is not very good. It's kind of like every season he deals with a 20-30 game stretch where he just can't play. And in my opinion, you take Tatum off this team, you take Derek White off this team, now Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis are your really 1-2 punch. You're gonna rely on him a lot more than right now. That means more minutes, more games, and more injury possibilities. So I'm predicting that Kristaps Porzingis is gonna be injured for half of his contract, and honestly, he could be traded too. Here's a little representation of how likely these players are to get moved if the Celtics do not win the championship this season. Let me know if you guys agree down below too. I know for a fact that Celtics fans are super passionate, and no matter what happens, they're going to be rooting for their team every single year. But how many times are we gonna say, this is our year? This is our year. This is our year. This is the year. Jrue Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, that is one of the best starting fives ever since the Golden State Warriors 2016-2018 runs. But am I crazy for saying that JT could leave Boston if they don't win a ring this year? Am I crazy for saying that Jaylen Brown cannot be the #1 option on a team? And am I even crazier for saying that Jrue Holiday's contract was not worth it? Kristaps Porzingis is way too injury prone for this huge deal. Derek White is definitely gonna get $30 million and leave, and Al Horford is going to retire. I don't know, guys, but this is the Celtics year. They better win. I'm predicting they're gonna win, and go Celtics. See you next time.